to a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Preston. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Out wide left. It's shot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Quick give. It's Richard. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Nice move to keep running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is shot. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sellers. Under pressure. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for the edge. Now the toss. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
To the air. It's Hoover. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it down the field. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Richard. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Tough run here. It's Richard. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Deep in the end zone, it's Harbor. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Richard. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The attempt is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Play fake, Sellers. Looking deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early. That has not been the case.
Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Harbor. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Marsh. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
3rd and long coming up. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Bennett. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Runs through a tackle. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Using his legs, it's Beebe. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to third and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on third down.
Out wide right, it's Richard. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Just left that ball well short.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sellers. They're all over it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Left side is Black. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sellers. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's past the sticks. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Throwing, Sellers. Out wide left, it's Clark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time.
Caught, and he's got room. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Running the red zone, it's Clark. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those.
And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. DB's right up on the receivers. Running behind that left side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Rush is on. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitching coverage.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Left side is Richard. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Look out! And down he goes.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Trying to make one miss. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sellers. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Sellers. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
In traffic, it's Sellers. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the red zone, it's Fuller. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go play action with Sellers. And he gets it away.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Powers inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Gamecocks spin the 1st of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. With the catch, it's Becker. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, Offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the return, it's Preston. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Tells to run, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Hits inside, it's Beebe. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the gun, hard running there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw, it's Hoover. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Looking for a crease. It's Martin. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Under pressure.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got him quickly. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Throwing, Sellers. Here comes the heat. He's got him in the flat. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Fuller. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. plows through the defense. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
2nd down to the air. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. At the 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Fires to the middle. Dangerous throw on that one.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Barker. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Pushes toward the goal line. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he got it! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's McAllister. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. They'll go to the counter. Breaks into the open. Runs through the tackle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd